Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
I'm Jenna Anderson for Kettle Moraine Girls Golf, and although I'm graduated and going on to college, I'll still be watching girls golf on W7. W7 is for the girls.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Finding Girls Basketball. W7 is for the girls.
W7, welcome to Brandbrook Country Club for today's Classic 8 Mega Mini, featuring the Classic 8 schools. We have 7 of 8 schools here today, 7 of the 9, I would say. Gary Whipperman along with Ed Swab, joining you live from Brandybrook. 9-hole meet today. It's a shotgun start. And Ed, what can we expect to see here today? What should we be looking for?
Well, we're stationed on hole number 9 today, Gary. It's a 132-yard par 3. Water down the right side. The pin looks like it's dead center of the green. We'll be seeing all 7 teams. Arrowhead's the early leader after the first round of conference play, with the Waukesha Co-op team and Oconomowoc girls right behind them. So we'll look forward to seeing all 7 teams come through here, though. Should be some great golf shots today.
W7, of course, powered by Jolly Good Soda, keeping the pop in Wisconsin. Follow them on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They're everywhere. New content every day. If you're trying to find the Jolly Good nearest you, go to jollygoodssoda.com and put in your address, and they'll tell you where the closest one is. I guarantee you, if you're in Wisconsin, you're not too far away from a Jolly Good Soda. So big thanks to Jolly Good Soda for all their support of W7 and girls athletics. We're going to take a quick break and get this thing started. You're watching the Classic 8 Mega Mini, and you're watching it live on W7.
I'm Jenna Anderson for Kettle Moraine Girls Golf, and although I'm graduated and going on to college, I'll still be watching girls golf on W7. W7 is for the girls.
W7 Live back here at Brandybrook Country Club. Getting ready for our first shots of the day. Classic 8 Mega Mini, 9-hole event here today at Brandybrook. We'll be starting off right away with three of our best players. To refresh you on some golf lingo and golf scoring, golf rules. Each team has 6 players here today. They'll count the 4 best scores of the 6 players. Normally, the coaches will have their lineup as they're called their number 1 player, number 2, down through number 6. For conference play, they are playing 6 players with the top 4 scores count. So we're starting off with the number 1s here today from McWanago, Arrowhead, and the Waukesha Combine. So this will be Averly Hernandez, Julia Larson, Nora Cerrone. Looks like the other players are just heading out to their starting holes. We'll be ready to go here in just a minute.
Did they really do a shotgun on a start? Did somebody fire a gun? Does that get the thing going or what?
To be honest with you, I'm not positive of the background of how a shotgun start got named. Normally, there is a starting horn at a lot of events with a shotgun. I don't think we're having a starting horn here today where they would blow an air horn to let everybody know to start. For our next event, I will research the background of where the shotgun start comes from. Don't know if anybody's ever asked me that question before, Gary. So we're just, I think we're just about ready. I do want to have a special mention. We have some cameramen here to help us today. 3 members of the Kettle Moraine boys team have come out to help us today. So Gary will be showing us some shots. We'll see them. Thanks in advance right now to Alex Koenig, Cole Rapicki, and Spencer Stuckey for coming out to help us. And it looks like we do have our first shot ready to go. This is Nora Cerrone from Waukesha Combine team getting ready to hit the first shot. Again, number 9 here, 132 yards. The wind is blowing across from the golfers right to the left, so it's blowing from off the pond across to the other side of the fairway. Nora was one of the top players in Wisconsin during the summer season. And as you would expect, right on the green, maybe 10 feet away, a great shot to start the day for us. Next up will be Avery Hernandez from McGuanago. Avery played a lot over the summer as well on our Wisconsin PGA junior golf circuit over the summer. He had a good summer as well. Definitely the leading player for the McGuanago team. I would imagine 132 yards is probably a 6 or 7 iron for most young ladies today. Judging by her reaction after the shot, she looked disappointed. We kind of lost it on the way up here. It's not on the green, so we'll see what Avery can do with that. Finally, our third player today is Julia Larson from Arrowhead. Quick to play. I love when they play quick. Also, a very nice shot right up. Maybe just a tad outside of Nora's, but a great shot for Julia as well.
She was quick on that shot. I still had the lower third up. I just expected a couple practice swings, and she went right into it.
Well, I, for one, appreciate girls who play fast. One of the worst things about golf is when you have slow play and a lot of time being taken that's unnecessary. So I will give a thumbs up for fast play. Looks like Avery is actually just off the front of the tee. May not have hit her first shot exactly the way she wanted to, but she's talking to her coach here, and they're trying to sort out what she's got left here for her second shot. Again, we're at Brandybrook for Classic 8 meet. 7 teams from the Classic 8 meeting today. And Avery struggled a little bit with that shot, but I know she's a good golfer. She'll get it back together real quick here. So, focusing back on the green here, we can see the 2 shots that Nora and Julia hit. Both will have a nice putt for birdie. Again, the flag right in the center of the green. Green maybe just slopes a little bit from the golfer's left to the golfer's right. So Julia's might be a little bit downhill, but there's not a lot of slope on this green. As they're walking up here, Gary's got a little work with our mobile camera that Alex and our helpers are doing. So we'll go with the stationary shot here for just a minute. Again, this is W7 live, Brandybrook Golf Course, Wales, Wisconsin. Our first group of the day is just we're stationed on number 9, 132-yard par 3. First group of golfers is here. Avery Hernandez out in the fairway hitting her third, and she's had a little bit of a struggle to start with. And she's looking it over now. Looks like she's got about 40 yards left to chip up here, and a good shot just to the back of the green, just off, so we'll have another chip coming. It is quite a breeze blowing today, too, we should say.
I'm going to do a hole with them so they know what to do. That's camera 4.
Yep. All right, so we had a little technical difficulty. Gary's working with our boys on our mobile action shot here. Meanwhile, on the green we have right now, Nora and Julia are marking their shots, and Ava Lee's going back to hit her next shot. Here we go, a shot. Ava Lee putting from off the back edge of the green, probably 40 feet down the hill, and it's got very nice speed on it. Just lipped it out. A very good effort from back there. She'll have about 3 or 4 feet left to finish her hole off. Next to play will be Nora Cerrone. Again, this was a great tee shot by Nora. It looks like 10 or 15 feet at the most. She has a great look for birdie here. And just short. Just needed a little more. Should be a very easy routine par for Nora to start her day, though. Now Julia Larson, just missed her birdie putt as well. But again, should be a pretty easy par for her. Ava Lee Hernandez left to finish off here. Again, a little bit of a struggle on the first hole for Ava Lee. Again, I'm sure she'll turn it around. She's way too good a player to struggle like this, so we're looking forward to a good day out of her. And boom, right in. Very nice. And now Julia finishing off for her par. And right in. We have a bit of a break here for our next group, so we're going to step away for just a minute. Again, this is W7 Live. W7 powered by Jolly Good Soda, putting the pop back in Wisconsin. We'll be right back.
I'm Jenna Anderson for Kettle Moraine Girls Golf, and although I'm graduated and going on to college, I'll still be watching girls golf on W7. W7 is for the girls.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
W7 Live, we're back here at Brandbrook Country Club, Legend of Brandybrook. Gary Whipperman, Ed Swab. Camera assistants today from Alex Koenig, Cole Rapicki, Spencer Stuckey. We're on hole number 9. We're waiting for our next group to arrive. Classic 8 Conference Mega Mini. This is their second one of the year. Arrowhead won the first one. Arrowhead definitely inside the top 10 teams in the state. Oconomowoc right behind them. Waukesha Co-op in the top 3. In the conference, also being joined today by Muskego, McWanago, Catholic Memorial, and who am I missing, Gary? I'm missing somebody.
Oconomowoc, CMH, Kettle Moraine.
Oh, Kettle Moraine, our host, Kettle Moraine.
I don't want to forget that.
Yeah, you definitely should not forget them. Thanks again to Coach John Sams from Kettle Moraine, all of our great friends at Kettle Moraine for arranging for us to be here today. Weather-wise, it's spectacular. There's like 2 little puffy clouds in the sky, a little bit of breeze, low 80s, spectacular day for golf. While we wish you could be here, we're glad that you're following along on W7. Again, W7 powered by Jolly Good Soda. As our host, John Sams from Kettle Moraine, just drove by. Yes, we do have Gary, through his magical technology powers, has enabled us to get our live scoring. We have the scoreboard with live scoring enabled. That's what you see on the screen right now.
No extra charge on that.
No extra. Gary says no extra charge. So another freebie courtesy of W7. This will show the team total scores. There is also a function where we'll switch over where we can show the individual scores. Hang on one second for that. We've got it switched over to the individual leaderboard so we can see that Leah Maxwell from Arrowhead birdied her first hole. She's at 1 under. A lot of others have pars on their first hole. They're all at even. So we'll switch back and forth. Keep you updated on the individual and the team leaderboards for the day. I would think that there should be a couple people who would be at par, maybe even under by the time the day's over in the individual competition. Brandybrook's a great course, great layout. but there are some holes definitely that the girls will be able to make some nice scores on today. So hoping to see a lot of them here on number 9. We already saw first group. We had 2 good putts for birdie, just not quite go in. But we're looking for more birdie putts here today. And it looks like we might have our next group headed towards the tee here. And, we got our mobile cam with Alex and the boys. Got a little spectator interview going on.
I was trying to get Spencer on the camera.
Oh, trying to get Spencer on camera. So we'll make sure that happens before we're done. Reagan Stuckey, one of our all-time favorites. Gary, here. You film in on Reagan.
So Reagan Kettle Moraine, class of 2021. Yep. No, 21, I think. Yeah, 21, I believe. Class of 21 now at Tennessee Tech. One of our buddies, of course, Mom Karina and brother Spencer, just great supporters of ours. I know Reagan's probably, if she's not out on the course, she's probably watching, but if she watches later, hello to Reagan as always. And Spencer doing a fine job here this afternoon. He actually came up, wanted to learn like, how do you do this and how do you do that, asking questions. He wants to do it right. I mean, as you would expect, he wants to do it right. You know, doesn't want to just, halfway do it. So we've got, so my scoreboard's gonna click off because of the timeout.
That's right. We do have our next group walking to the tee finally here. So, here we go. Our next group is going to be Ellie Karras from McWanago, Grace Lee from Waukesha, and Audrey Frida from Catholic Memorial. This again, Audrey is the number 1 for Catholic Memorial. Ellie and Grace are the number 2s for McWanago and Waukesha. So looks like they're getting settled in. They'll go as most young people do today. They'll have some type of measuring device, a laser, an app on a phone or a watch to make sure they get the exact distance. When I grew up playing golf many years ago, we were lucky if there was like a 150-yard marker and you had to figure it out from there. That has certainly changed over the years. Most everybody has some type of device which they will use to know pretty much their exact distance for every shot. There you can see 1 laser, 2 lasers, and 3 lasers. They are allowed to share distances. It sometimes boggles the mind why one of them can't shoot it and share all 3 of it, but it seems to be a pattern we see a lot, Gary, that everyone has to shoot their own distance. Well, that's true. Individual sport, different teams, they want it under their control.
Who do we have here?
This would be Grace Lee from Waukesha. Trying to get my colors straight here because 4 of the 7 teams decided to wear their black shirts today, and we're approximately 150 yards away from the tee. It's hard to tell which black shirt is which. That shot was a little bit to the left. She's going to have a little bit of work to do over bunker to the pin. Next, I believe this is Audrey Frida from Catholic Memorial.
Basketball player too.
Uh-oh. All right. She played some over the summer season as well. Definitely in the top 40 to 50 easily in the state of Wisconsin in girls golf. And big-time basketball player, Gary?
Yep, she's a good basketball player.
Very nice. She's on the back edge of the green. She'll have a putt for birdie.
And right in the center
Oh, all right. Gary you must have told her to make sure she got center screen.
That was fantastic.
And last to play here, this will be from McWanago, Ellie Karras. Unlike in the last group, Gary, where you talked about how she just got up and hit it, Ellie, as most youth are today, take their time, go back, line it up, make sure they get set. Certainly nothing wrong with that. Just a little bit of different pace and style from what we saw Julia in the last group. This one also looks like it's headed to the green. It's got to go just a little bit short. So Ellie will have an up and down. Grace will have to get up and down, and we'll have Audrey with a putt for birdie from the back edge of the green. So looks like we got Spencer running the mobile cameras. He's getting a shot of the girls walking up here. Perfect.
That's a live shot right now.
Live shot, all right.
Doing a good job.
Well, of course, we wouldn't expect Spencer to do any less than a good job. Again, short walk, 132 yards, maybe a touch uphill. Another thing that I've noticed over the last couple years in golf season, Gary, we have 2 of the 3 girls using push carts and 1 carrying. It used to be almost exclusively push carts. You would not see many junior golfers carrying their clubs, but it seems to be transitioning a little bit more and more to more kids that want to carry their clubs. So
Anderson carries.
yes. So
Probably can't hear me, but
oh, we got a wave from Audrey, even though she's not on camera. All right, shot here. Grace Lee. He has to go over the bunker, downhill to the flag. She does have a lot of green to work with. That's to her advantage. And didn't quite get it to stop. That'll roll past. She'll have a long putt for her par. Next from short and in front of the green is Ellie Karras from McWanago. Hard to tell from my angle. There's a bunker there. It looks like she's not in the bunker. Should be a pretty straightforward chip if she's not in the bunker. About
I thought it was on Ellie, but I was not on Ellie. I was on somebody else. There's Ellie.
there we go.
My bad.
Probably play a chip and run here, try and get it to about the front of the green and let it roll up to the flagstick, which is what she's done. Just, a little bit too hard. She'll also have a long putt for her par.
Who's this behind us here?
That's Audrey in the white shirt getting ready to putt. Yep, looks like Audrey's going to be the next to go. Maybe 30 feet, a little bit downhill. Maybe break a little to her left. But a good chance for birdie here. Very nice touch on that. Just about perfect speed. She'll have maybe 3 feet straight back up the hill, looks like, for her par. Looks like going next will be Ellie with her putt for par here. Again, I'd call this 20, 25 feet, maybe breaking a little to her left. And not quite enough pace in that one. She'll have 4 or 5 feet left for her bogey. Next here will be Grace Lee from Waukesha for her par putt. She's coming back up the hill, and she needed a little more as well. Maybe not quite realizing that it was as uphill as it was. Looks like our ladies all have a little bit work left to do here. Looks like Grace is going to finish out first. Oh, just slid it by. It's unfortunate. That's going to be a double bogey for Grace. Audrey will be next for her par. Oh, it's unfortunate. I think she played a little more break into it. There probably wasn't much break in it, so that'll be a bogey. And then finishing off is Ellie for her bogey. Oh, and that just lipped out as well. Rough hole for these young ladies, but I'm sure they'll get it back on the next hole. They're all good players from what I've seen of their record so far. So let's get Ellie to finish it off here. Should be fairly routine, I would think. There we go. Looks like your next group's back on the tee.
Hey guys.
Audrey Frida with a little hi for everybody there. Next back on the tee, we've got Caitlin Entman from Arrowhead, Elizabeth Vanderhei from McGuanago, and Maureen Schlifsky from Catholic Memorial. Looks like Caitlin already hit and is on the green, about 20 feet away. Very nice shot. Next will be Elizabeth from McGuanago. All right. Elizabeth also just got on the very front edge of the green. Our last player here is Maureen Schlifsky from Catholic Memorial. And it looks like it's a little bit left. Yes, just missed the green a little bit to the left here. Right in front of our broadcast area, so we'll have a good eye on this next shot coming up here. Gary, you want to... Can we update the leaderboard? It's maybe not. All right. All right. While the girls are walking up here, Gary's going to work on an update on the leaderboard. Again, we're live at the Classic 8 Mega Mini 9-hole event today at the Legend of Brandbrook Golf Course. Hole number 9, 132 yards uphill. Wind is blowing from the golfers right to left. Absolutely stunning day. Spectacular weather. We're lucky to have such a great day. And it looks like we've got Cole on the camera here. There we go. Gary's got the leaderboard. Okay, Nora Cerrone birdied her second hole, which was hole number 1. She's at 1 under. Again, quite a few still at even par after 1 or 2 holes. Alex, Ariana, Chloe, Ella, Caitlin we see here. She's got a putt for birdie, so we'll see how that comes out. And it looks like putting from the front of the green, that's Elizabeth. And, ooh, she needed a lot more on that one. She'll have a little bit of work left for her par. Next to play here, just to in front of us, is Maureen Schlifsky from Catholic Memorial. A little bit too much on that chip shot. She'll have some work left. And it looks like Elizabeth from Aguanago, she's going to work on her par putt here. She'll be next to play. Maybe 15 feet, maybe break a little to her right. Elizabeth Vanderhei from Aguanago. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Elizabeth and family. Vanderhei or Vanderhei. Now, from across the green with her third shot is Maureen Schlifsky from Catholic Memorial. Looks like Maureen's putting that one. Next will be Caitlin Antman from Arrowhead. Gary, I always like to throw in a little personal bit here. My son played with Caitlin's older brother a lot during high school and events. So, Nick, if you're out there, I hope you're doing good. Caitlin for birdie here after a great tee shot. Good touch on that. Should be a pretty easy tap in for par. Also, Coach Andrews reports that Caitlin does a great job. She's the DJ in the van for all the rides over here, so he gives her an A+ on van DJing.
That's the most important thing.
If they're not having fun in the van.
That's right.
So a nice par there for Caitlin. Maureen now from Catholic Memorial. And just needs a little bit more there. Now trying to finish it off is Elizabeth here. See if she can get her. This will be for bogey. Oh, just missed to the low side. So Elizabeth's in, and that just leaves Maureen to finish it off here. There we go. Good putt, Maureen. Well done. And we've got our next group back on the tee already. So, in our next group, we've got Audrey Kaiser from Arrowhead, Sky Meyer from Waukesha, and Hallie Colts from Catholic Memorial. Looks like Audrey's going to be the first to play. Gary, I know you like your multi-sport athletes. Coach Andrews reports that Audrey is also a big-time lacrosse player and plays on the school lacrosse team. So,
They have a great lacrosse program there.
Yes, they do. And Audrey's got it right on the front of the green. Very nice shot. Maybe 20 feet for a birdie attempt for her. Next is going to be Sky Meyer from Waukesha. Sky's a left-hander with an orange ball. Looked like Sky needed a little bit more. She left that a little bit short. She'll have a little chip over the bunker up to the green for her next shot. Last to play is Hallie Colts from Catholic Memorial. And it's a good-looking shot for Hallie here. Yes, it's going to get onto the green. Oh, it's just rolling past the flag. She'll have a putt for birdie as well. So 2 of the 3 are on the green here putting for birdie.
I don't want to brag about the camera work, but it's pretty amazing.
Oh, here, wait, hold on.
I said I don't want to brag about the camera work, but it's pretty amazing. We've got 4 cameras, and I think, Ed, we may have this thing figured out now.
This is our best 4 camera angles of ever for girls golf. So, all right. So we just need to come to Brandybrook all the time and televise from here every time.
Quick break for Jolly Good.
Oh, all right. We're going to take a quick break here while they're walking up. Again, this is W7. W7 presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
All right, W7 Live, we're back. While we were away, Sky chipped up to the green. She'll have a long putt for par. And again, Audrey Kaiser from Arrowhead. She'll have a putt for birdie, as well Hallie Colts from Cedarburg. How did I get Cedarburg out of that, Gary? From Catholic Memorial. Looks like Sky is going, well, they're looking him over here. See. Yep, looks like Sky is going to go first here with her putt for par. Great shot from, looks like we've got Alex on the camera right now. Give you a good look as this ball's coming up. Need a little bit more on it, Sky. She'll mark and let the others take a putt. Looks like Hallie's going to go next. Again, a great tee shot in here. She has 25 feet for birdie. A little bit uphill, maybe going a little to her left, but hope she gives it a good roll here. Good roll, did just need a little bit more, but leaves a pretty easy putt for her par. Now, Audrey from Arrowhead. Oh! Hit the flag stick. Did it knock it in? Did it keep it out? Did it stop it? We'll never know. But it's a good putt. Right on the flag stick. Easy par. Easy pars are a good thing. I would take easy pars all day. Boom, nice putt there for Sky. Saves her for a 4. See if Hallie can make this for her par.
Great shot by the guys.
Guys have A1 shot here. Oh, that's unfortunate. That'll be a bogey for Hallie. Unfortunate she missed that little one. So looks like we have a break. We don't have our next group on the tee, so we're going to take a quick break here. Again, W7 Live, Brandybrook Golf Course, Classic 8 Mega Mini, W7 presented by Jolly Good.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
7 Live, we're back at Brandybrook. We've got the leaderboard up. Let's take a look here. Norris Roney still at 1 under par. Ella Chitwood, Caitlin Antman, who we just saw, Katie Westbrook, Lauren Lupinic. A couple of the Oconomowoc young ladies are at even. And we'll check the team leaderboard right now. Arrowhead with a 1-shot lead over Oconomowoc and a 4-shot lead over Muskego. So Arrowhead and Oconomowoc are probably the 2 leading teams in the conference. So that's not overly surprising right now. Scroll on down and get the full leaderboard there. Oh, all right. Looks like we have on the tee our next group. Looks like first on the tee here is going to be Alexa Reed from Arrowhead. Again, we're at Brandybrook Country Club, the 9th hole, 132-yard par 3. Looks like it's going right in the middle of the green here, Gary. Oh, very nice shot. That's definitely in competition for the best of the day. Great shot by Alexa. She'll have maybe 10 or 12 feet straight up the hill for a birdie. Next to play is Ella Chitwood from McGuanago. Stands over the ball a long time. This looks like another good shot. Oh, yes, just went right past the hole.
Her body language she wasn't very happy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Last to play here is Amara. Mara, I apologize. I didn't ask how to pronounce your last name. I don't want to mess it up, so I'll go with Amara from Waukesha. Again, for most of these ladies, we're probably talking 6 or 7 iron. 132 yards, a little uphill. Amara had struck it well, get over the bunker, and it's going to bounce right up by the hole. Another good shot. 3 on the green. Our first group with 3 on the green today, Gary.
That's a really nice shot.
That is a really nice shot. That's definitely the best shot of the day, Amara. Well done. Maybe 5 feet, 6 feet for birdie.
She's going to like that when she comes back.
She's going to be very happy. Oh, I can see Amara walking up here now. There was one young lady, when everybody was assembled, that stood out to me because she was wearing a bucket hat just like I wear, and it's Amara. So, great shot, definitely the shot of the day. Looks like we've got Spencer on camera again, so good job, Spencer. And I think all 3 ladies are going to be very happy when they walk up here and see where they are. Spencer again with some great camera work for us here. Again, our first group with all 3 of them to hit the green. We'll have 3 putts for birdie here. Looks like first will be Ella Chitwood from McGuanago. She has maybe 25 or 30 feet. Looks like Spencer's got us a pretty good shot here, Gary. Great job by all the young ladies repairing their ball marks here as well. Always an important thing to do. Ella now for birdie. Oh, just needed a touch more, but a good putt. Very nice. Should be a really easy routine par. Well done, Ella. Next here from Arrowhead is Alexa Reed. This has got to be pretty straight, Gary. It should be a good putt to make. Oh, she just left it out to the right. But right in for a routine par. All right, let's see if Amara can get our first birdie of the day. Can't be more than 5 or 6 feet. Oh, she pushed it out to the right. But 3 solid pars from these young ladies. Definitely our best group of the day so far. Well done, ladies.
Good job.
All right, our next group's back on the tee. Looks like our next group here, we've got Claire Smith from McGuanago, Ella Trevino from Waukesha, and Riley Reish from Catholic Memorial.
Spencer's getting some mileage in today.
Spencer is getting his walking in today, that's for sure.
Who do we have here?
Looks like our first to play is going to be Riley Reish from Catholic Memorial. It's got to go a little bit well struck, but she left a little bit short. She'll have a chip up for her next shot. Next here is going to be Claire Smith from McGuanago.
She did not like that.
Yeah, she missed it a little bit. Apologies, Riley. I got you backwards. This is Riley Reish from Catholic Memorial. The first shot was Ella Trevino from Waukesha. So, Ella, apologies that I got it backwards here. Riley Reish from Catholic Memorial here. And the wind's picked up. Apologies if you hear the wind whistling through our microphone here. That one also came up just a little bit short. So Riley will also have a chip and to get up and down for her par. We're going to take a quick break while the girls are walking up to the green here. This is W7 for the girls.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Back W7 Live, Brandybrook Golf Course, Classic 8 Mega Mini. That was Ella Trevino from Waukesha with her second shot into the par 3 here after unfortunately missing her first shot. Second just went over the green here. Next to play from just out in front of the green here. This is... Oh my gosh, I did it again, Gary. Yeah, this is Ella. Okay, Ella just a little too much also went over. This is Riley. I know the only thing I'm sure of with everybody having black shirts on, the Catholic Memorial girls have the white shirts on, so I know that this is Riley. Riley Reese from Catholic Memorial, her second shot. Should be a pitch and run. Got about 10 yards of fairway fringe to work with, and then lots of green. Just chip it up, let it start rolling. There she goes. Could have used a little bit more, but not too bad from where she was. She'll have a putt for par. All right. Ella and Claire, I promise I will get you figured out before the hole's done. I promise.
It's like a basketball game with both teams wearing white jerseys.
Exactly. Both teams wearing almost the exact same color jerseys. If you couldn't hear Gary, it's like they're both wearing home whites. So Claire is from Mugwanago with the blue hat on. Ella is from Waukesha with the white hat on. So this is Ella getting ready to chip from behind the green. Her third shot. Again, a chip and run. It's a little too much. She'll have a lot of work left to get her bogey here.
Great shot by Spencer.
Great shot, Spencer. All right. He's earning every penny we're paying him.
He's gonna raise.
And now Claire from Mugwanago with her third shot. She's got a little bit work left for her bogey as well. Gary, we need a long putt made here. We haven't had one yet today.
Right.
All right, Ella, since I mispronounced your names, I got lots of good vibes going for you for a good putt here. Again, Ella Trevino from Waukesha. It's a pretty good putt from down where she was. Probably 40 feet, and she's got it up to 4 or 5 feet left. Looks like Riley's going to be next. Riley Reese from Catholic Memorial. This is for a par. Left it short on her first shot, chipped it up to here. Oh, it was a good putt. Certainly gave it a chance. Just a couple feet left for her bogey, but a good try there by Riley. Now Claire has about 15 feet maybe here. Again, this is Claire Smith from Mugwanago. Now that I finally got who is who right here. Oh, it was a good putt. It looked like it just broke out at the last minute. Ella with a putt now, putting right up at our broadcast location. Spencer with a great shot from the side here. Oh, it just stayed out to the right on her. Ella will tap in. Now Riley for her bogey. Oh, we've had some bad corners today, Gary. They just don't want to go in. It's about our third or fourth lip out already. All right, Ella, come on, let's get it in. Get it in here and we'll go on to the next hole. There you go. Ella Trevino from... No, that was Claire from McQuantico. I did it again, Gary. Why am I messing this group up? Riley. I know this is Riley. Sorry, ladies. Oh, my gosh, again. The same corner.
We've seen that all day.
There we go. All right, better holes ahead, ladies. Spencer's walking back. We have our next group at the tee. We have Brooke Binder from McGuanago, Nina Lang from Arrowhead, Mary Grace Schlifke from Catholic Memorial. This is Brooke first to play from McGuanago. Again, we're at hole number 9 here at Brandybrook. 132-yard par 3, a little bit uphill. Brooke Binder from McGuanago on the tee here. And she's got one coming right at us, Gary. And I told Gary, it is literally
Underneath the card.
it's underneath our golf cart, our broadcast location. So I told Gary, I said, it's very unlikely we'll get a ball here today, and now we have one literally under our golf cart. We'll make sure Spencer gets a picture of this when he comes up here. So, Brooke, don't worry. We will get you out of here with a minimum of trouble. Next to play is Nina Lang from Arrowhead. Oh, good shot from Nina. Again, oh, it didn't stop. Went right past the flagstick, just off the back edge of the green, but it was a great shot. Well struck by Nina. Last of the group here is Mary Grace Schlifke from Catholic Memorial. After she hits, we may have to take a break to fish out the golf ball that's underneath our cart. Yep, where Mary Grace did not take any time. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, figure out where this golf ball is hiding under our cart. We'll be right back. This is W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda. Jolly Good putting the pop back in Wisconsin, Gary? Is that all right? I have one here. I'll make sure I have Spencer get a shot of me drinking my Jolly Good when he comes up here, too. We'll be right back. W7 Live.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
W7 Live, we're back. Sorry we had to step away as we were in the middle of a situation which I'm sure Gary will show a few hundred more times relating to. We had to move our cart because the golf ball was literally right underneath our golf cart. So our next shot here. This is Brooke from McGuanago. That was her third shot. That was after she had to have us move our cart for her to play her shot. Again, this group is Brooke from McGuanago, Nina from Arrowhead, Mary Grace from Catholic Memorial. Here we go. We've got the, right now this is the Alex shot. Alex on the camera. That was Nina from Arrowhead. A little bit too much on that shot. Gary, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of mileage out of the shot of the ball under our golf cart. So.
For sure. The haters will say this is why we shouldn't be so close to the
Well, of course, yes. Let it be known that we in no way influenced that shot. Spencer, you've hit your ball under a golf cart before sometime, right? All right. Nina Lang next here. This is a long putt for par for Nina. First shot was well struck, just didn't hold the green. Went over, chip back to here. About 30 feet left for par. Spencer, uphill a little left to right. Two and a half cups out, Spencer says. Pretty good touch there. Just rolled it past a little low. She'll have a couple feet coming back for her bogey. Brooke now from McGuanago. She's got maybe 12 feet coming pretty straight up the hill, I would think. Again, Brooke, her tee shot was under her cart. Second shot just short. Third shot down to here. She has this for bogey. And just left a little bit short coming up the hill there. Next is Mary Grace Schlifsky. Sorry, Mary Grace, from Catholic Memorial. Just pulled it to the left a little bit. Might have broke a little more than she thought. She'll tap in. Oh, dear. Another lip out from the Catholic Memorial girls. And that's the last group. It was the Riley from Catholic Memorial as well. So, all right, Nina from Arrowhead here. Let's get one to go in, ladies. There we go. Nice job, Nina. We're getting way too many lip outs here. So finish it off here, Brooke. That's unfortunate. All right, and Mary Grace to finish it off for the group. There we go. All right, our next group is making its way towards the tee, so we're going to have special guests for the next hole. All right. Joining me in the broadcast area here, a couple of young men from the Kettle Moraine boys team, Spencer Stuckey, Cole Rapicki. Guys, say hi.
Hello, how's it going? How's it going, everyone?
So guys, I'll give you guys the mic. Next here we've got Leah Maxwell from Arrowhead. That's the light blue shirt. Michaela from Waukesha is the black shirt and white skirt. And Sydney from Catholic Memorial is the white shirt and black. So it's those three right there. You guys, go ahead. You got the call.
All right, we got, looks like Leah up first here. 9, probably one of the toughest holes on the course here, especially for the guys.
Leah Maxwell.
Hitting over the water. 2 bot bunkers right in front. Always plays difficult here with the wind blowing. Makes it especially tough.
Wind's definitely a factor today. It's definitely swirling.
She's got 132 yards. Looks like a pretty well-struck ball. Catches the front, checks a little. She'll have about 35, 40 feet for her birdie.
It's a good first shot, definitely.
And next we got CMH, Sydney from CMH. Cole, what do you think the girls are hitting off this tee box?
Girls are probably hitting 7 or 8 irons if I were to guess. I mean, especially the wind's a little into. It's not playing easy right now at the Legend at Brandybrook. Beautiful day, though.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you cover those front 2 pot bunkers. Otherwise, you're going to have quite the shot coming into the green. She's going to line one up and give it a go.
Got the ball in the way.
Just short of those pot bunkers we were talking about.
It's not a bad leave at all. It's going to leave her about a 45-yard chip.
Got a pretty accessible pin here for Michaela from Waukesha. Kind of right in the middle of the green. Plenty of room on either side.
It's pretty flat too, guys, compared to a lot of greens at Brandybrook here. This is one of the flatter greens in comparison to most.
Yeah, very flat. If you do get a little bit left of the screen, it gives you a very, very tricky shot coming down the hill to keep, like we saw on the last few chip shots.
And it's a pretty flat green, but there's a lot of subtle breaks in it, so it's no easy gimme par.
And Michaela puts them right in between the pot bunkers. She'll have about a 60, 70-foot chip or putt from the front fringe, whatever one she chooses.
It's a really great leave right there, leaving herself a bit of an uphill putt or chip, depending on what she does. Spencer, what would you do there? Would you chip or putt that?
You know, with the tight lies up here at the Legend at Brandybrook, I would probably pull out the putter. And if I wasn't feeling confident with the putter, maybe a 6-7 iron, bumping one up there, and for sure keeping it on the putting surface and letting it roll out.
Yeah, I just feel like a bad putt's better than a bad chip always. Just a basic rule of thumb.
Yeah, I think that's a good thought. As we see the girls walking up the fairway, we got teammate Alex Koenig with the camera behind him again. We've had pretty strong crowds out here at the Legend at Brandybrook so far. What do you think, Cole?
I mean, yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of people, a lot of friendly people as well, all come up, introduce themselves. I mean, it's obviously a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to go and watch some girls golf.
Yeah, for sure. Between the weather and the great course that they get to play on, I think that's definitely drawing the attention of some family and friends. Here we have Sydney from CMH with a 45, 50-yard chip shot. We're just over those pot bunkers. What do you think? Should break a little left to right?
Yeah, a little left to right. I mean, the key is just picking her spot and executing on this shot.
Gets it a little thin. Should go just off the back of the green.
That's not a bad leave. She'll have just a little chip left. Definitely able to get up and down for 4.
Yep, she will be right behind one of our cameras behind the green. So we'll see what happens there. We have Leah going to mark her ball on the green, and next I think we are going to have Michaela from Waukesha. Looks like she has elected the wedge from here, if I'm correct.
It does look like a wedge, yes. This is just a really delicate shot, especially off this lie.
Yeah, she judged it beautifully.
That's great
just,
touch.
Just pin high. 4 feet just right of the pin will leave her just a pretty much straight uphill putt.
Great look for par here for Michaela.
We got a slippery little chip shot here for Sydney from CMH. That looks quite good. If that
Great
goes,
touch.
If that goes, it's got a chance. Wow, nice shot.
She'll have about a foot for her bogey. That's a really great shot and great touch from back there.
Yeah, really anything 4 or under on this hole. Really gaining you a couple of shots on the field here. Playing super, super tough today. What do you think? Maybe playing a stroke and a half over par?
I mean, yeah, definitely a stroke and a half. Obviously, this hole it's not the easiest. There's a lot of bunkers, a lot of spots that you want to avoid, especially the wind doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah, so next we got Leah from Arrowhead looking at her putt from behind the hole. It's very key to look at all the putts from around the hole here at Brandybrook. Otherwise, you might miss a couple of breaks that you might not have seen from behind your ball. Especially how the speed is going to come off from that putt. You'll be able to tell if it's uphill or downhill.
Yeah, and she has about 35 to 40 feet here. The key is just going to be to try to lag one up there, and if it goes in, it's just going to be a bonus. 3 on this hole is exceptional today.
Yeah, we've seen enough tough putts on this hole already. It just shows you just how tricky. Doesn't matter where the pin is on the green, there's always going to be a couple of subtle breaks around the hole.
Got Leah lining up her ball here, getting ready for her birdie putt.
That might have to go just a little. No, pretty good.
Pretty good speed from there. Leaves her about 2.5, 3 feet for par.
A lot of girls electing to leave the pin in on their putts. What do you think is the strategy behind that?
Yeah, I think that's interesting. Me personally, I can't putt with the pin in. It just kind of messes with my eyes, but I haven't really seen anyone pull the pin today. Have you?
No, not much. I think it's more of a mental thing where they think they can hit a little harder, a little bit more pace. As we see that one come just right of the hole. That will be Michaela from Waukesha with her bogey.
Yep.
All right, that's a great bogey today. And next we got Cindy from CMH, also for her 4 bogey. Oh,
Ooh.
another lip out.
We've seen a lot of those today.
Sure have. She cleans off her 5 as Leah will be putting for her 3.
She's got about 2.5 feet here. What do you think? It's inside right?
Yep.
Right center?
Don't want to give the hole away here. Hit it with some good pace, and should be in for her par. Great putt.
Yep.
Great par. As they will head to the tricky number 1 hole, we're going to hand it back to Ed Swab.
Thank you, guys. Great stuff. I have a question for you, though. You mentioned I see you guys. I see a lot of the summer tournaments because I see you all the summer. Generally, I go about 90% of the girls do not take the flag out. But boys, every time I see them this summer, if 25% leave it in, that's a lot. So what do you guys, I know Cole mentioned his kind of feeling. What are your feeling on leaving the flag in versus taking it out?
Especially growing up around golf, we really couldn't have the pin in. You know, with the rules of golf change, obviously they allowed it to be in. So when they decided to allow them to leave the flag in, I didn't really see the point. Maybe if it's a little long one, instead of having it tended, you can just keep it in there. But other than that, I feel like it really gives me a better feel that you just have to drip the putt over the front lip, not hit it too far by, because if you keep that flag in, you might feel like you're trying to hit the flag, which will lead to a lot of putts going by. What do you think, Cole?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously for me, it's just a speed and just a visualizing thing. Like, you visualize your putt just last roll dripping into the hole, especially on some of the longer ones. And for me, having the pin in, it just looks a little bit more odd.
Yeah, and we know we all love that ball going in the bottom of the cup sound, so you can't leave that one out either.
You can't hear it go in the bottom of the cup if the flag's in. So thank you, guys. You want to do one more? We got one more group just to the tee? No?
Yeah,
Yes?
sure.
Yes? Okay,
Sure.
here we go. Looks like we'll have these three.
All right, so we got from our home school, Emily Gomez from Kettle Moraine.
Then we got Izzy from Muskego. And then lastly, we have Emerson from Oconomowoc.
Yes, that is correct. The girls here coming off the par 5 8th hole, playing well into the wind today. Super tricky hole. 7, 8, and 9. Really, really tough finishers today. You always try and get your strokes in on the first couple holes here at the Legend at Brandybrook, and then hold on for dear life on those last 3.
I mean, pretty much. Those last 3 can really derail a front 9. It's happened to me. I don't know about you, Spence, but it's happened to me quite a few times.
Oh, yeah, we've both seen each other derail a front 9 on these last couple. So, first up, we're going to have from Muskego, Izzy. I think that's got to come back just a little. And that finds that right bunker. I don't think we've seen anyone in that right bunker, so that'll be our first look of that one. Honestly, probably the best bunker to be in on this hole. What do you think, Cole?
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of green to work with. It's just really going to depend on the lie, whether it plugged or not. But definitely a lot of green to work with, and I feel like she could definitely get up and down from there.
Next, we got Emerson from Ocon on the tee box. That looks to be a pretty good shot on the way. Yep, splits right in between the pot bunkers out there in the fairway. She'll have about a 35-yard chip shot coming into the green, about the same spot that we saw Michaela chip from last time. Next up, we got the southpaw from Kettle Moraine, Emily Gomez. That's going to come up short in the rough.
It's going to leave her a bit of a lengthy second shot, but definitely can make 3 or 4 from there.
You know, I think that this left bunker is actually a way trickier bunker shot than some people might realize just from viewing the hole from the cameras that we have. Most of the time you're on a little downhill lie, so you can't get as much spin on it with the ball running away from you.
And like Spencer said, everything does run away from you, so it's super hard to get it to stop. So you're often putting from that right fringe for par, which is kind of tricky.
And how about Jack Gaudian getting this course in fantastic shape for our girls to come here and play today? I'd like to give a shout out to him and all the Brandybrook staff that allowed this event to happen today. How far do you think Emily has? About 80, 90 yards?
Yeah, about 80.
Should just be a nice full wedge in there for her. See if she can get up and down for 3. That would be quite the up and down, wouldn't it, Cole?
It would be quite the par, yes. Sounded like some good contact there.
Yep, going a little too far Oh, that has actually cleared the river in the back, and she will be on green grass for her third shot. She got a pretty fortunate break there, didn't she, Cole?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good break, but that third shot's going to be really tricky. Definitely, you're going to have a bit of a downslope. Everything runs away from you. And, I mean, that's not a shot we've seen really today.
No, we're going to have some different views here. We're going to have that shot from the right bunker. We just had that shot that went under the golf cart in one of the last few groups, and now we got one that is over the river. So, giving you some exciting golf here, folks.
That's why we love the game, though, right? You just never know what you're going to get.
Yes, sir. Now, Emerson is having a little tricky shot because I personally would probably consider pulling out the flat stick here and putting this one up there to try and keep the ball on the ground again, or maybe hit maybe a hybrid with a little more pop on it. What do you think, Cole?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like she's got the wedge out.
Yeah, she's going to have to pick this clean in order for it to not run off the back of the green here, because this is a little bit of a longer shot.
She's got about 15 yards to the flag stick. Got the shot on the way. Just checks up a little bit. That's not a bad leave, though, at all.
Nope, she'll have about 10, 12 feet up the hill. And here we have the legend, Mr. Dr. Koenig. How are we doing, Dr. Koenig?
We're doing great. This is a beautiful day out here. You guys are doing a tremendous job.
Agreed. Now here we have Izzy from Muskego in the bunker.
She gets it out.
That's fantastic on the green.
She's going to have about 10 feet up the hill for par. It's a great leave.
You know, I would almost have 10, 15 feet up the hill for par here than 8 to 5 footer down the hill here for par, because those can really get away from you.
I mean, yeah, the greens here are just so fast and tricky that electing to have an uphill putt is definitely a lot easier and a lot less room for error.
And now we got Emily Gomez trying to figure out a way to get over the river to her ball. I've personally been over there a couple of times. I sure know the way, don't you, Cole?
Oh yeah, we've all been there, whether we like to admit it or not. If you play the game long enough here, it's gonna happen once or twice.
And looks like she made it safely across. Here she's gonna have a little bit of a downhill chip, maybe even considering landing this in the rough or the fringe. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd probably land this in the rough. I mean, it's definitely gonna hop off that lie, and it's gonna be really hard to get any sort of stop or spin on it.
That's got to sit just a little. That should stay on the green, be about 20, 25 feet there for her 4.
Yep.
And next we're going to have Izzy from Muskego with her par putt.
Yeah, she's got about 12 to 15 feet up the hill. Where do you have this putt breaking, Spencer?
You know, it's a tricky putt because most of the green runs from back to front, but I do think this putt might sneak a little to the right, which should play with your eyes a little bit. Again, electing to keep the flag in.
Got the putt on the way. Needs to go a little bit, but that's some pretty good touch right there. She'll have about 2 feet for her 4.
Yeah, as it did break to the right, even though, you know, you see all the girls with their chips from behind the green running past there. That's one where you definitely have to look from the other side of the hole.
And though this pin isn't tucked, it is kind of a tricky read because it does kind of play with your eyes on some of the sides of the holes.
We got Emerson here for her 3 par.
About 10 feet here.
Looks good. Oh,
Ooh, just catches the left lip. She's going to have about 4 to 5 feet for her bogey. This group also electing to keep the flag stick in at all times.
And now Emily got a little bit of a read from Emerson's putt. What do you think?
Yeah, she definitely learned a little bit. She's got about 20 to 25 feet back up the hill for her 4. And like I said with the last group, you're just really trying to lag this one up there, and if it goes in, it's just a bonus.
Putt's on the way. Might have to go a little bit, but, you know, that's a pretty good lag, like Cole said. Give yourself a little tap in for for your next putt. That's always good. We're going to have the ladies finishing up here.
Yeah, we've got Emerson here for her 4. She's got about 3 to 4 feet back down the hill. It's going to be a little bit of a slippery putt. Like we said, the downhill putts are very fast here. Putt on the way. Yep, trained it. Good putt.
Yes, that's a great 4 here today. You know, we saw a couple of groups out there make a lot of pars, and par is really, really a good score here.
Yeah, I mean, feels like you make par here, you're getting one back on the field, don't you think?
Sure does. This is Emily for her 5. Oh, just burns the edge there. Oh, man. This edge is really just not cooperating here. And now we are going to have Izzy also finishing up. Got about 2 feet for her 4. And
Yep,
she
that's
makes
a good
it.
4.
And Emerson's putt might have meant a little more than she thought, as Ocon and Arrowhead are right now tied for the lead at 12 over. And then we have McGuanago at 21 over. So Arrowhead and Ocon with a pretty hefty lead. Then we have Kettle Moraine at the 4 spot at 29 over, and Waukesha North, South, and West at 30.
And that's so important. That's just something, rule of thumb in high school golf, is that every shot does count. You never know when you're going to end up tying and having to count a tiebreaker.
Yes, we had a couple of times in our boys season where we needed our 5th score in order to do a little tiebreaker here. Next we have from Oconomowoc, Aubrey Westerman.
Feels like the wind has died down a bit here.
It's a well-struck ball. If that goes, it's going to be pretty good. Oh, wow.
Yeah, gets a good kick.
That's a fantastic shot there.
Yeah, she's going to have about 20 to 23 feet down the hill. It's definitely going to be not an easy putt, but, I mean, whenever you're putting for birdie, it's a good shot.
Yes, and next up, we have Kira from Muskego. In this pairing with Kettle Moraine, Muskego, and Oconomowoc. If that goes, it's also going to be pretty good. That does just miss the pop bunker. Oh boy, we have a good one here.
Yeah, this is looking really good.
Oh!
Just glances it.
You know, she's going to have a very, very simple birdie putt. Although the 2 balls on the green are about the same distance, the one on the uphill side will be an easier putt, as we have Annika from Kettle Moraine coming to the tee box.
One appears to be a little short. Definitely needs to go a bit.
She'll have right around a 50-yard pitch shot in there. A couple of good shots on the green, and you got a nice little chip up there. A little up and down for 3. Have we seen a birdie on this hole yet, Mr. Swab?
We have not. Guys, let's talk a little bit about your season this past spring. A lot of expectations as you were the defending state champions. How do you feel your season went this past year?
You know, everyone really wasn't expecting much out of us stepping into the season for sure, losing our top 3 players off of a state championship winning team, but we're really fortunate to have Cole transfer into the district, and that really helped us solidify our top 5 golfers. And I think we really overperformed our expectations. Even though we came up a little short at state, we still have to look back and be like, hey, at the start of the season, no one thought that we would do it, but we lost state by 3 shots. So Really proud of how the team performed, and especially in the middle of the season when we hit a little bit of a slump, we kind of rallied together and got through a tough section.
Cole?
Yeah, and that was something that was really tricky about our season this year was our sectional. Obviously, it was known as the sectional of death across Wisconsin. I mean, a lot of 7 of the top 12 teams in the state were actually in it, and it was just a fight all the way to the end, and every shot counted there. But we were fortunate enough to take second in sectionals, and then obviously come up a little short at state. But to even get there was definitely an accomplishment for all of us.
Here we have Annika from Kettle Moraine with her 50-yard wedge shot. Gotta land this a little short and run it up.
Yeah, you definitely want to have an uphill putt here.
That's gonna head a little long. Should just stay on the back of the green.
Yeah, she's going to have about 35 feet for her par.
So they are all safely aboard the 9th green here. By the looks of it, we should have Aubrey from Ocon up first.
Yeah, she's got about, what would you say, 20 to 30 feet down the hill. I mean, obviously, this is, like we've said all day, it's just one of those putts where you just want to lag it up there, give yourself a look at par. If it goes in, it's obviously a bonus, but par's definitely a great score here today. The putt on the way.
Looks pretty good if it gets there. Yeah, good if it goes.
Ooh,
got
a birdie!
Yeah! I think that was a little reverse announcer's jinx there. We just said we didn't have any of the birdies on the day, and
I mean,
there it is.
that's a terrific birdie right there. That feels like stealing almost 2 to 3 off the field on this hole today. I mean, that's a great putt, great speed all the way. Here we've got Annika from Kettle Moraine for her 3. She's got about 35 feet, similar to Aubrey's putt. Again, down the hill. The putt on the way.
It's got to simmer just a little.
It's not bad touch from there. She's going to have 2 to 3 feet down the hill again for her 4. And, I mean, 4 on this hole, like we said all day, it's not a bad score at all. I mean, anytime you can avoid the dreaded double bogey is always great.
All right, we have Kira. What do you think about back-to-back birdies here, Cole?
I mean, I think back-to-back birdies would be absolutely electric. Got the putt on the way. Breaking left. Does it have the legs?
Oh. Yeah.
Great touch there, though.
Yep, that should be a nice little tap-in 3. Again, great 3. As we have Annika from Kettle Moraine lining up her 4th putt.
And this is yet another group that leaves the flag stick in. It's just a little interesting to look at because it's just so different in boys.
Oh,
Ooh,
another
catches
caught
another lip.
And that should finish up the 5 there for Annika. What do you think? We want to bring Alex up here for a bit?
Yeah, let's bring Alex.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
You guys are going to go switch out with Alex, or one of you is. I'll take over for a group while you guys go switch out with Alex.
All right.
Again, that was Spencer Stuckey, Cole Rapicki, Kettle Moraine boys team. Gary, would it be safe to say they killed it?
I mean, yeah. It was outstanding. I mean, they were both fantastic. I mean, really great insight and great, just great coverage. I can't say anything but really good positive stuff. It was great.
So thank you guys. Looks like they're going to send their teammate up here for a little commentary as well. So our next group on the tee is going to be Ava Marks from Muskego, Emma Stricker from Kettle Moraine, Paige Westerman, part of the Westerman duo from Oconomowoc. Alex, you want to take the mic for a group? All right. So here we go. Alex Koenig from Kettle Moraine. This is the group that we've got right now. Obviously, you probably can tell Emma from far away. Ava right here. This is Ava, yes. And Paige Oconomowoc's got the purple shirt. So
sounds good. All right. So we got Ava here from Muskego. It's okay. Just a little short right. Got a lot of green to work with on that next chip, so she'll have a good chance at a nice up and down. We got Paige Westerman from Oconomowoc lining up to hit her tee shot.
Alex, you play here all the time. Tell us a little bit about the ninth hole from your point of view.
I feel like the ninth hole is a crucial hole to be able to make par or bogey at worst. There's a lot of trouble out there off to the right as the tee boxes can line you up towards the water, so it's good to have an idea of being able to make sure that you're aimed correctly. And the two pop bunkers right in front of the green are crucial to avoid because that can mess you up. But Paige had a very nice shot onto the green, about 20, 25 feet. Look at birdie. And finally we got up Emma Striker from Kettle Moraine.
All right, so that's probably, we got them backwards. So this is probably Ava.
Oh, this is Ava here?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys are killing me.
Yeah, this is Ava.
Yeah. So Emma was short right, which is perfect. And this is Ava on number 9. It's okay. He'll get up there. Nice. Not bad.
Alex, I asked Spencer and Cole last spring. You guys were obviously the defending state champions. You played on the 2021 team that won the state championship, but a lot of turnover between that team and this team this year. Tell us a little bit about how you felt last season went, what it meant to you moving from being, you were number 5, if I remember, 4, 2 years ago, to being pretty much one of the leaders of the team this year.
Yeah. I mean, going into our last season, we had a very different team. We were very fortunate enough in 2021 to have a very talented team. And going into the last season, it's still, I mean, it looked a lot different, but I feel like we still had the same talent. A lot of people were still, we had still a lot of talent, and although people didn't think that we were going to be as strong throughout the course of the season, we played together as a team very well, and we were able to put together some good scores as a team, and we were able to make it through in the tough sectional and have a good running at state, so it was a lot of fun.
Good. All right, you guys got it. Cole's back.
We got Emma Striker chipping greenside on our second shot. Played very nicely, and skids by the hole. And now she has like a four footer for par.
Yeah, and we've seen that putt a lot today. Breaks a little left, but definitely a great opportunity for a par here.
Now we got Ava finding her in the front left pop bunker, about 20 yards short of the green, or short of the pin.
Spencer's got a great shot of that bunker is.
Yeah, and where she is, I think she's pretty much up against the front lip. So it's going to be interesting to see what she's able to come up with, as you definitely do not want to hit another shot from that bunker.
How do you get out of there? What do you do?
Pretty much what pretty much what Ava's doing right now. Getting yourself out of the trouble and relying on your short game, being able to be able to save a number. So, and she looks like she did it well. I mean, she went backwards about 20 yards, but that will give her a way better shot at getting up and down than being in that bunker again.
Yeah, and that's a smart play. That's just, I mean, that saves a round right there. You never want to hit 2 or 3 shots from the bunker. I mean, that's just good golf IQ.
Very nice. She got it on the green. She's putting, and that's all you want to do from right there. Just give yourself a chance. Make a 1 putt. If not, give yourself an easy tap in and move on. So now we got Paige Westerman for her birdie putt after her really nice shot onto the green on hole number 9. A little past the pin. Downhill, breaks left. This is one of those putts where you just want to get it going and let the break take it right to the hole.
Important shot for the team standings too, since the teams are Oconomowoc and Arrowhead are tied right now for today. Almost a birdie like her sister made. So close. But that should be a routine par that should help out the team standings.
Yeah, and anytime you make par on this hole, like we've said all day, I mean, it's a good score. Gave that birdie putt a run, but ooh.
Well, you cannot take anything for granted those short putts. This is 9th hole the whole day. It's been
That's probably 10 lip outs we've had so far today. Just guys, does that happen a lot here?
I mean, that pin location, it has a lot of break around the hole. Unlike most of these putts that they look like they're pretty flat, and they are pretty flat. This is one of those greens that there's a little extra break all around, and it's always nice to play the break on this hole and always line up your putts take your time on those putts, because that will cost you a round. And here's Emma Stryker's par attempt after being just short right of the green. She had a very nice chip on, a little bump and run to get her about 4 or 5 feet away.
Talk about it looked like she just went back there. A lot of people use the line on the ball for alignment. Do you guys use the alignment line on the ball?
Yeah, for usually every putt outside of 2 feet, we always line them up. Gives you the best make potential.
Another
one. That one seemed like she had the line. It's tough to commit to playing the ball outside the hole there, just being from such a short distance. So it seemed like she hit a little too hard there and just caught the upper lip. But going back to that putting, I'm a little different. I don't tend to use the line much when I'm putting. For me, it's more feel. And if I can envision the putt going in when I'm standing behind it, when I get up to hit it, I'm a lot more confident. Then sometimes when you have the line, it can look a little different from where you think you're aiming to where the line is aiming to, and that can cause some questions come into your head. So I just like to reduce all that and just feel every putt out. And not all of them will ever go in, but for me, that gives me the best chance to make every putt. So, and this is Ava Marks for, yeah. This hole's one of those holes that can make or break a around. Kind of going back to last season, we had hole number 17 at sectionals. The last 3 holes there were kind of a lot of flip-flopping teams in order to go to state, so Kettle was able to stay consistent to those last 3 holes, and Arrowhead and Germantown kind of fumbled that, so it's good. And Emma Stryker makes her bogey putt here.
Yeah, and I mean, she had a great chance for par, but anytime you make bogey on this hole, like we said all day, it's not a bad score. Got Ava here, she's about 2.5, 3 feet. Yep, and that one goes in. That's a good putt from there.
And those were our number 4s, I want to say. Yep, number 4s. So.
All right, guys. Thank you. We don't have a group here on the tee yet waiting, so we're going to take a quick break. Thank you again. Again, that was Alex Koenig, Cole Rapicki, Kettle Moraine Boys Golf out here helping us out today. We're going to take a quick break because we don't have another group on the tee. We have a couple more groups to go before we finish off today, so we'll be back in a minute. Again, this is W7 presented by Jolly Good Soda, putting the pop back in Wisconsin. We'll be right back.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin. Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Live, we're back. Brandybrook Country Club, Classic 8 Mega Mini, number 2. We have a great battle going down to the last couple holes here. Right now in the team competition, Oconomowoc with a 1-shot lead over Arrowhead. McWanago in third, 14 shots behind. So these last couple groups, we're going to see the Oconomowoc girls, how they perform is probably going to decide the meet. First place individually, Lauren Lupinik from Oconomowoc is even. Caitlin Antman, Norrin Cerrone, 1 over. Ella Chitwood and Katie Westbrook, 2 over. On the tee right now, this looks like Nora Manti from Kettle Moraine. Looks like it's coming a little bit left and just got over the bunkers. She'll be about pin high, but with a tough little downhill chip. Next to play is Alex Kubley from Oconomowoc. Alex currently at 8 over for the day. Her score is one of the top 4, so she is counting, so this will be an important shot for the Oconomowoc team effort. And that's kind of low. Up the middle, is it going to sneak past the bunkers? Just short of the bunkers. A little bit short of the green. She'll have about a 20-yard chip. And last member of the group is Martina Huda from Muskego. Martina's only a sophomore, currently at 9 over for the day. Muskego currently in 6th place in the team standings right now. And looks like it's got to go just a little bit. Also, just over the bunker here to the left in front of us, pin high, but a tricky little downhill chip left for Martina. Updating our scoreboard, just in a matter of that minute while we were away taking those shots, Gary, Arrowhead has now moved 1 shot ahead of Oconomowoc in the team standing. So it's definitely coming down to these last few shots to see how the team result's going to come out today. Again, right now, Arrowhead in first, 1 shot ahead of Oconomowoc, 14 shots ahead of McWanago. Waukesha Co-op is 4th, Kettle Moraine 5th, Muskego 6th, and the Catholic Memorial Girls are 7th at the moment. Again, thanks to Coach John Sams from Kettle Moraine for hosting us, having W7 out today. We truly appreciate it. We appreciate being appreciated, Gary.
That is correct.
Thank you again to Alex Koenig, Cole Rapicki, Spencer Stuckey from KM Boys Golf. Thank you to the legend at Brandybrook for having us here, seeing their spectacular golf course and setup. It's yes. We're very lucky we've got to go to some great places for our golf coverage. This is one of the best. All right. Looks like we've got Alex with her second shot. Oh, just landed it by the hole. Went a little bit past. She's going to have 25 feet up the hill for her par. That was Nora Mante from Kettle Moraine, kind of close to us here, so we don't want to talk while they're hitting. Rolls it past the flag. She'll have straight up the hill about 20 feet for her par. And now Martina. Martina trying to be too. It's a tough shot. You got to land it just on the green if you want to stop it by the flag. Just caught the long rough. She'll have a downhill putt for her par here. So 3 long putts for par out of this group. Again, Nora Mante from Kettle Moraine, Martina Huda from Muskego, Alex Kubley from Oconomowoc. This is Nora for her par up the hill. I'm guessing 30 feet. Should be pretty straight. Oh, it looked like she pushed that right off the putter face. Speed was good. She'll have work for her bogey, though. Looks like Martina's going to be next to play, just a foot or two into the fringe, but it really shouldn't affect her putt that much. Downhill, maybe going a little to her left. Need Spencer or Cole up here to give me a better read on how this putt's going to break, but I'm guessing a little to her left. As they said, this is more about touch, just leaving it close to the hole. Next here with a big putt for the Raccoons, Alex Kubley from Oconomowoc, putt for par. That's got to go a little bit. Alex, still some work left here for her. As our expert commentators said before, 3 is a great score today, 4 is a good score. So Martina's got a putt here for a bogey 4. Should have got a good read as it went past the hole the first time. Just hung out to the right on her. I would say a tap in 5, but we've seen some of these tap ins go astray today. So finishes it off for her 5. Now Nora from Kettle Moraine. Just slid it by to the left, to the low side. And got that in. Now Alex with a big putt for Oconomowoc and the team. Oh my goodness. Just an inch short. It was a good putt. So they'll advance on. They have 1 hole left to play. It was a shotgun start, which means different people start on different holes. So they have 1 hole left to play. They started on hole number 2. They'll circle around and go to hole number 1 and finish their round off. We have our next group on the tee already. This is going to be Ava Caxer from Kettle Moraine, Ella Gibson from Muskego, Katie Westbrook from Oconomowoc. Katie from Oconomowoc was the first to play. A very nice shot, pin high, maybe 18 to 20 feet up the hill for a birdie putt for her. Next to play, this looks like Ava Caxer from Kettle Moraine. trying to slide it up through the bunkers, which she did. It'll sneak onto the front edge of the green. Ave is also part of the top-rated Kettle Ring girls soccer team, Gary. Did you know that? Last to play here is Ella Gibson from Muskego. Ella's got it going. Looks like she needs a little bit more, and she's into this bunker short and left of the green. Not one of the putt bunkers, but the bunker left of the green. Yes, do want to take a minute to remind everyone, Monday, while we're always for the girls, Monday we will be for the girls at a college event instead of a high school event. Gary and I will be broadcasting live from the Oshkosh Titans girls college event at Mascoutin Country Club. 8 o'clock start. We hope you will all tune in to see college event. See a little bit of the difference between a college event and a high school event. But we're looking forward to seeing Coach Hoffman, all the Titans, at their invitational. Again, that's this Monday, 8 a.m., right here, W7. Always free, always for the girls. All right, first to play coming out of the bunker here, short and left of the green, is Ella Gibson from Muskego. Little bit of a downhill lie of the bunker, as Spencer told us earlier. Tough shot. Tough shot. He has to get it up over the bunker and then land it softly on the green somehow. Oh, that's very well done. Got it up, checked it. She's going to have a putt for par. Couple birdie efforts now coming. Looks like first to play here is going to be Ava from Kettle Moraine. Just off the fringe. Should be pretty straight. May go a little bit to her right, and it's hard to tell from my angle. 30, 35 feet. Kind of hopped on her a little bit coming out of that fringe, which usually means it'll be a little short. But overall, very good putt from there. Pretty reasonable effort just to finish this one off and make her par. Next is Katie Westbrook from Oconomowoc with a birdie. The Raccoons could really use a birdie from her here. Just checking scoreboard update, they've slipped a couple more shots behind, so a birdie would be big for them right now. And just not quite enough pace on it, left it a little bit short. Ella Gibson from Muskego now, after that great bunker shot. He has about 20 feet for par. I'm sure Spencer's got us a great shot there, Gary. Oh, that's a good putt. Just a little bit to the right, but great touch. Again, not wanting to say routine tap-ins from what we've seen here today. as unforgiving as the hole's been here on number 9, but Ava from Kettle Moraine for her bogey. There we go. One that went in finally, hitting the edge. Katie Westbrook from Oconomowoc for her par. Well done. Nice par. And Ella Gibson from Muskego to finish things off. Well done, ladies. Updating our scoreboard. Arrowhead, has suddenly opened up a 7-shot lead. Arrowhead by 7. Oconomowoc still in second. McWanago still third. Individually, looks like we have a tie at the top. Caitlin Antman, Lauren Lupinic, both 1 over par for the individual. And we have Lauren in this. This is our final group coming up on the tee, and Lauren's part of it. So we'll get to see how she can finish things off. On the tee, our final group: Chloe Moore, Kettle Moraine; Ariana Litzow, Muskego; Lauren Lupinic from Oconomowoc. That was Chloe Moore from Kettle Moraine. Pin high, right of the flag. Nice shot. Next is Ariana Litzow from Muskego. Again, going back to these are each team's number 1 golfers, so you would expect them all to be hitting quality shots as their number 1, the best player on their team. Usually that's how coaches line it, is they put their best player at number 1. It looks like Ariana's just a little short and right. Did not go into bunker. She'll be in the long rough with a chip out. And now Lauren Lupinic from Oconomowoc. Again, at last check, Lauren is tied for the individual event lead right now with 1 hole to play. 1 over for the day. This one's on the way. It's got to go just a little bit. Oh, got a fortunate kick off of that pot bunker. And right up on the green, maybe 10 or 15 feet for birdie. Great shot. Our final group of the day here again on number 9. Brandbrook, Classic 8, Mega Mini. Their second event of the year. It looks like Arrowhead and Oconomowoc's going to repeat their 1-2 finish from their first event of the year. But we've had some great golf today. We did get a birdie here, finally, Gary. We'll see if we can get a word with Audrey after we're done here. See if we can get results. We'll definitely stay here through this last group and see how they finish off. We got 2 birdie putts. 1 chip from just out of the fringe. Actually got quite a bit of a crowd spectating behind the last screen here as well, cheering everybody on. So first to play is going to be Ariana from, like we said, just in the long rough, just off the green, maybe 2 or 3 yards of long rough. Just pitch it up there, let it roll right up to the flagship. Right up to the flag is the shot she should be trying to play here. My best guess. She got it up and out of the rough, just need a little bit more on it to get it up close. She'll have a long putt for par. Next here is Chloe Moore from Kettle Moraine, our host. A little bit uphill, moving a little bit to her right for a birdie. Looked like she thought that was going to break to her left when actually it broke to her right, but we've seen that a lot today. So she'll have 2 or 3 feet left for her tap in for par. Although, again, no tap ins or tap ins today. And we've got Ariana now with a long putt for par. Needed to hit a little bit more. She's left it 2 or 3 feet short. Lauren Lupini from Oconomowoc now. 15 feet at most for birdie. Maybe a little bit uphill, maybe a little bit moving to her right. Boom, right in, another birdie. So 2 birdies, both by Oconomowoc, Gary. This was their hole today. And that should give Ariana an even par 36 for the day. Or should give Lauren an even par 36. Ariana now to try and finish off. Just slid that to the right. Chloe now with her putt to finish her day. Finish our coverage of hole number 9. And right in for a par. So we're going to wrap it up from here right now for the moment. We'll see if we can get some interviews or some results. So hang in there with us. We appreciate you watching W7 today. As always, we're for the girls. Again, this is W7 Live, presented by Jolly Good Soda, putting the pop back in Wisconsin. And thank you for watching at Brandybrook. We'll see if we can get some results and interviews here.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.